What up, racers? Superkart time. 5th race of the season. We're heading to France. Just like the previous RC Pro-Am race, we're heading to France. France is an awesome track. Gotta tell you, Nelly Selly's been dominating. Cobra Kai Racing has been dominating so far this season. Nelly Selly's got 90 points, followed by Jack Straw with BS Racing at 69 points. And then Morga Buddha with Hot Wheels Racing is at 65. So, Nelly Selly's been tough to beat. I gotta tell you, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do to catch the guy. He's been good. We're going to do 14 laps in this race with a qualifier. And just your standard protocol. This is the qualifying lap. All of the racers are superimposed over each other, so we don't have the pain of watching 20 different qualifying laps. This is just all of them superimposed over each other for the sake of time. So let's see how well Cobra Kai does in this race for Nelly Selly. Nelly's been in 4 races this season and has 3 podium finishes already. He's got 2 third-place finishes and a first-place finish. The other wins go to Jack Straw, Jafari Blackwood, and Daniel Witzke. So it looks like Jacob Smith, my boy Dylan Jacob Smith, gets the pole. So let's take a look at how this is going to start. Dylan Jacob Smith in the Rainbow Warriors 24 car, followed by Lipa and Galinsky. 14 laps in Francais. The Tour de France. And Jacob Smith has already lost the lead to Christian Lipa of Hot Wheels Racing. These superkarts, man, they pick up some speed, which makes it a little tougher on these turns. In case you're new, just tune it in. Top right corner is your weather bar, as well as your tire bar. The tire bar shows you your wear and tear. And then the green bar that you see over the cars is the damage bar. Damage gets knocked down when you run into things, like other cars or walls. Ethan Blakeway with a nice move there on the straightaway, overtaking Wetmore there for 2nd place. Ethan Blakeway, Lipa having a nice run so far. Lots of banging around. Best place to be is in 1st. That way you're not getting hit, run into by a bunch of other people. You can see, like even Mark Dudney here, picked up some damage. We got Cam that's got some damage, and Jacob Smith's already picked up some damage. So, but look at Christian Lipa cruising right now, a 2nd half lead over Wetmore, and then Jacob Smith is flying down the straightaway. I just saw him hauling rear, overtaking Wetmore there. Nice move by Jacob Smith, now in 2nd, but 2.5 seconds behind the leader. That's a tough turn right there. That's a really hairpin turn for these cars. Cam making a nice move there in 4th for Quiet Racing. Cam now moving all the way up into 3rd. But Lipa just absolutely cruising right now. Looking pretty decent on the tires. Expect at least 1 pit in this race for everybody. Depends on how greedy some of these racers get if they're going to try to pit twice. But you can see a whole host of people at the bottom of the screen pitting right now for the first time. Looks like Straw's in there, Dominic Cantalupi, Chapman's in there, Mark's in there, all taking the pit. Nice battle here for 6th and 7th between Captain and Galinsky. Both of those guys have picked up a decent amount of damage already in this race here on lap number 4. Let's take a zoom in and check out these 3 right here with Nelly Selly. Well, 2 of them are going to pit. Selly's going to stay out. There's the 18 car. Your current points leader for Cobra Kai, sitting at 90 points. 90 points, 21 points to the good over Jack Straw. Lipa's starting to lose some time on his lead here. Wetmore has cut it down to less than a 2.5 seconds. Nice battle here, Jacob Smith and Justice. Jacob Smith, I'm telling you right now, his car looks hot in this race. Watch out for him. He won the pole. He's already pit in this race, so he's already going to get that advantage. He pitted early. And sometimes these racers that pit early, they end up with advantages later in the race, but we shall see. if he can make it the rest of the race without pitting. Let's scroll through and take a look at some other drivers here across this race. There's Blackwood and his teammate Jacob Smith for Rainbow Warriors Racing, and there's Cam for Quiet Racing in the black Superkart. We got Morgan Budin, captain, battling it out here with Glinsky. Three really solid racers. Buda has yet to pit, as you can see. He's about halfway through his damage bar and a little under halfway on his tire bar, as you can see in the top right corner. Tires are super important in this, man. Your tires start to get worn out, you will start to see these cars go way wide, start running into the walls, which just exacerbates everything. And right there you saw Glinsky easily take Buda on the inside. Most of the field is pit. Blackwood and Selly have not pit, neither has Buda, but we expect Buda maybe to pit right here, and there he goes. He's going to pit. And there's Jack Straw and AJ. Straw currently sits in second. AJ's much further down the leaderboard. AJ sits in 16th right now for Invisible Elephant with 11 points. AJ won the RC Pro-Am season last year in his rookie season, while Invisible Elephant took the Constructors. Let's take a look. We got a new leader here. Ethan Wetmore. Guess what? Cobra Kai. Is Cobra Kai the new Invisible Elephant? We shall see. Wetmore sits in 7th right now in points at 50. So definitely within striking distance, especially if he wins a race like this. Lipa sits in 2nd. The whole field has pit. Mark and Cantalupi have both pit twice. So Mark and Cantalupi should be good for the rest of this race. So we'll see if that second pit helps them close the gap here. They're in 19th and 20th. Let's take a look at where they finish as they catch up with other racers either struggling due to their tires and damage, or other racers who may take that second pit. Captain is all alone right now in 6th place for Team Hoonigan in the 34 pink car. Camden sitting just a half a second in front of him in the 27 car. Nelly Selly still sitting in 7th, which would be a solid finish considering how big his lead is right now. And there's Glinsky and Blackwood. Chapman in the 22. Not looking good on those tires, is a little under half. Straw and AJ. So the only two racers still that have pit twice are in last place. Mark and Cantalupi. Let's take a look down there and see where they're at. They're coming up on Dominic. Still interested to see how these two fare with hot tires. Wetmore's lead is roughly about a second. Jacob Smith's trying to cut the gap here as he sits in 3rd, battling Blakeway, who's right on his tail. Let's take a little zoom into this race. It looks like Blakeway's going to try to make a move here. Tries to get him on the inside, but Jacob Smith holds him off here on lap number 12. Blakeway tries to make another run, gets him on the inside. Nice move there by Ethan. Blakeway now in a pole position, in a top 3 position here. Podium finish, kept saying pole, was looking for the word podium. Number 76 looking pretty good. Wetmore gets around a lot of the lap traffic. We talk about that a lot. You know, when the leader gets stuck behind some of this lapped traffic, depends on whether or not they move out of the way or if they give him a hard time. But Lipa gets around him too. So this is going to be a battle here in the last lap and a half, this Wetmore-Lipa battle. If you hear some feedback in the background, it's the ducks at the pond quacking away. They're migrating south here for the winter. Wetmore and Lipa, let's see. Blakeway's pretty far back, stuck in that lap traffic. Take a peek at him, he's way back there. So it's really these two guys' race right here, Wetmore and Lipa. And Lipa really closing the gap. Nice move on the inside, pushes Wetmore wide, and Lipa takes the lead. Nice move there by Lipa. Does Wetmore have one more move in him? Lap traffic. Lipa's going to get in front of him, and Wetmore's going to be stuck behind Straw, and Lipa is going to take the lead and take the win. Nice freaking move right there by Lipa. Dominic. There's Captain and Cam. Dominic was one of the lapped racers. So there's your finish, guys. Lipa with a beautiful move there on the last lap. Let's take a look at some of these guys still waiting to finish. Here's Witzke. Buda finishes. Witzke finishes. And there's Mark and Cantaloupe. Both of those guys finished and look like 18th and 19th. Well, here's your final. Christian Lipa, Hot Wheels Racing, snags this victory. Ethan Wetmore in 32 car for Cobra Kai finishes second. And our buddy Dylan Jacob Smith gets a third place finish. That is his second third place finish in a row. He finished third last week in Estonia. To round things out, Selly made a couple of moves up late, got all the way up to fifth. Great finish for him. Captain Cam, Blackwood, Galinsky, Chapman. And then AJ Buda, Witzke, Burkhardt, Watterson, Justice, Straw, Cantaloupe, Mark, and Dominic. Tough race there for Algabo Racing, as well as a tough race for Top Gun Racing. And that's going to do it. 11 minutes into this telecast. And we will see you next week. Thanks for being in this league, and we will catch you on the flip side.